best thing that I have found is that you make sure you don't have one hair pulling on your finger. That you get up in there, and here, in this case, I can come up in here if I want, and then squeeze, but I know you won't be able to see it as much. And if you feel like you have a strand of hair that's pulling on your finger, then that strand of hair is pulling on them more. Okay, so it should just be all in your hand and pull rather than one strand of hair pulling harder than the others. So that was hair tugs. So then we go back and we do hair tugs. We come up in here and we do wiki, wiki, wiki. Hair tugs, wiki, wiki. Hair tugs, wiki, wiki. Hair tugs, wiki, wiki. And then hair tugs, wiki, wiki. Again, trying to elevate that scalp, trying to have a nice, good hair pull. Quality always over quantity, right? Okay, so that is the slow section. We now move into the fast section, and this fast section is done with fingers, right? So we have fingers that are going to be doing Z's, like Z down the scalp. So we start at the base of the occiput, and we come in here and we're doing Z's, just like so. Again, try not to capture just one hair, but you might want to actually just start light, and then as you have the hair in the direction that you want, you go a little deeper. This is meant to be fast. So you just come from that base of the scalp and Z's all the way down. How's this feeling, Ann?
Great.
Okay. Z's all the way down. Now that you've gone this way, let's take that Z and we're going back up. Back up. And we take that Z and we're going back up. This is intended to be very fast. Go as fast as you want. Just make sure, of course, you always cut your nails. Don't always, ever want to have long or sharp nails so you could hurt somebody, going fast motion like this. But you're definitely coming in here on a fast motion. The number of repetitions that you want to do is totally dependent on your own time. So you guys manage that however you see fit. So that was double-handed. Now the thought is to come in and brace the head with one hand. And I'm going to brace on this side and then just do one-handed and even deeper Z's, right? So when we do Z's like this, we get a lot of shaking, and when we go for more pressure, we're just supporting that head, and we come in with one hand, okay? And we do Z's back and forth all the way around. That's fast. We switch the hands, and then we go back into slow. And to introduce that slow, we're going to give a little bit of compression because we've just stimulated that area, something crazy. So we're going to come in and we're just going to mute it. You're going to dampen it, soften it, and do a little bit of compressions. And then that comes back to repeating the very first section of steps, the compressions, the squeezing, the twists, and then the wiki wikis if you have the time for that. But before you switch, after the compressions, then grab your hair tools, and if you want to use both, do it. We have this plus a rake, and we just unfortunately don't have a rake at home, so we have the octopus. But this is, again, slow, so then we're going to utilize this hair octopus in a slow fashion. I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, but have somebody do this for you. It is incredibly amazing. Right? Like, it's electrifying. And we really don't want to do this super slow. We don't want to do this super fast. We want to go slow because we just don't want to activate too much of the nervous system. And we really want them to feel the whole experience. Right? So again, this is all based on your time. Just be mindful of the ear. If it's too much stimuli for somebody, then you can always just use the rake or not use the octopus. And if they have a smaller head, you could, of course, close this down a little bit, get a little bit more pressure on that. She's already feeling it. All right, and that completes prone.